All right, here at No Reserve, we have our all original and super hard to find 96 regular cab short bed 4x4 F-150. It's an XLT, so it has all options. Has the 5.8 351 automatic overdrive transmission. It was originally purchased in California. It's really cool. It's still got its all original books. It's got its brochure, dealer plate frame from where it was purchased at Suburban Ford. We did purchase a Marti report that comes with it. Clean title. It's Oxford white, really hard to find color combination of Oxford white and vermilion red, which is just a real clear, bright red. Like, it's got the dark red interior. It's Alcoa wheels with 31-inch BFG KOs all the way around. So we'll take you around. This truck is 96 is probably the most sought after year, and a regular cab short bed is the most sought after body style for the F-150. But 96 is hard to find because all V8 motors is the only year to have a roller motor. It's OBD2 computer system like modern day, so it can be hooked up to modern day computer. You don't have to worry about OBD1, and it has mass airflow. So there's a few things that, you know, it's the last year of this body style that makes it really desirable. So we'll start out the front. I can't find any evidence of any paint work that's been done. It does have little stone chips, you know, along the front, a bug guard to cover this up. But I just want to show all those little things, kind of expected for a truck that's 25 years old. The hood is really nice. No paint lifting issues, no clear coat issues. There was a couple areas that were touched up a little bit here by some touch-up paint. There's a couple areas along the body. I'll show you. There's some on the roof and just a couple on the hood here. So it's kind of weird how these trucks are painted, the two-tone trucks and the Eddie Bauers. Like, for example, an Eddie Bauer Bronco is almost all black if it's a black and the saddle metallic. But they paint the entire truck in saddle and then paint it in black, which is weird to me because if you get a stone chip on black, and that's the majority of the color, it's going to stick out with that saddle underneath it. So same thing for this truck. The entire truck is painted red and then gets white over it. So anywhere you get a stone chip or something, you're going to have red underneath it. And that's just the factory, the way they do it. It doesn't matter if it's white and teal, black and silver. It's a strange way to do it, in my opinion, but Ford probably definitely has the program down a little bit better than me. So each chip you will see a little bit of red, and that is normal. This truck hasn't been repainted. So you have a couple of those areas, and I think this is what the same thing this was here, and that's why somebody touched it up over time. I think it's tree sap, and it just was on there a little too long. This is just a normal chip, but this is the same thing. I think it was on there a little too long, and maybe kind of like cracked or crystalled the paint. All the lenses are original, Ford. Nice condition, no condensation. They're still nice and clear. The coves in the grill are nice condition, just a little fading. But you guys will get these little stone chips on the chrome. You know, all that stuff. A little fading here. It's really calm. It's kind of weird how it's either from water dripping down here or how air goes in, but you'll get some aging on a lot of the original bezels right here. You know, a little bit of stone chips down below on the valance, but it's in nice shape. It's not bent up or nothing. Original bumper. You know, a little bit of water spot there. But, you know, a little bit of aging on the chrome of the bumper, but still has nice deep reflection. Original license plate frame. All the rubbers are in good condition. Valance isn't pulled away, anything like that. A little scuff right here. Looks like maybe they were pulling around and caught something. So we'll go around and start on the driver's side and walk ourselves around. Absolutely 100% rust free, really clean underneath. The beautiful forged Alcoa wheels. KO tires have a ton of tread left. You know, really nice and clean. A lot of underside photos. So we'll go nice and slow here. Around the truck you will find some of the pinch stripping that is getting a little dry, and it is kind of pulled back a little bit on the top here. It's you'll find areas where it's good, and then it's got a little edge to it. So it'll be something to keep an eye on if you ever, you know, use a high pressure hose or like electric pressure washer to wash your vehicles. Mirror's nice, a little fading around here, but it's nice. It's got the chrome paddle style mirrors rather than the ones that screw in here. Door felts are really nice. Got the diamond plate rails. Inside of the bed's in really nice condition. You know, you got your wear on the edges of the ridges, and you know, a little bit here from hauling something. But the bulkhead isn't all bent in like you'll see, and it wasn't hauling. You know, the inner wheel wasn't dented or nothing, so it wasn't having big loads dropped in there. Just kind of your typical stuff. But you can see the paint's in beautiful condition, even between the cab and the bed. Again, those will be through the photos. A little bit of stone chipping, and you will see areas that touched up, which is nice to see. This is someone that loved it. They touched up the paint in a couple spots on the door edge. Lower areas in a really nice condition, but you will have some entry wear and some stone chips. But this truck, to me, I think it's probably been in garage all its life or most of its life by the look of the rubbers, the blacks, the headlights and trim, how they're still clear. But also this rubber molding, this is an option. It could come black or it could come body color. And the red, if you don't take care of it, if it sits out in the sun, especially being in California, it goes pink. So it's got a little bit of fading as expected, but still nice and red. Bed sides are in really nice condition. Against you have some of this, you know, the pinstripe getting a little dry. So if you ever get here going with a buffer or something, be careful. Little chip, little scratch. Original D4x4 decals in nice shape. Super clean behind the gas door. Original Motorcraft gas cap cover. Here there's a little bit of wear on the paint. You're gonna see some chip, and again, some of the Oxford white has been touched up. This isn't rust or anything. My experience, I think it looks like somebody had a chain on here at one point and it should come undone, because this is just, the white chains are terrible. And why a lot of people go to snow socks. But really nice shape, take you around. The tailgate's phenomenal. I mean, there's no marks, a little tiny chip right there. You know, a couple little chips here, but the diamond plate protection, still really nice and shiny. Aluminum panel, still has that aluminum anodized look. Like a DeLorean, it doesn't have that hazy white look. There is a, see if I get a little bit of kind of clear coat, kind of like bubble right here. So I want folks to pay attention to that. And then rear bumper's in nice shape. A little cut here. I mean, the bumper cover's a little faded, but nothing. A little ding right here. Little marks here. A little split. Taillights are nice and shiny. It has replacement taillights. The taillights just of this era just get terrible, but they're nice and shiny, and it actually comes with the original ones. But they're pretty faded. You know, they're not. But you could probably buff them out or do something. But if you're a guy that's got to have all Ford stuff, then they'll be with you. You know, so there's going to be no reserve. You know, really cool truck. You can see it inside the bed. I mean, the tailgate, it's just really clean. You know, trucks are nice and honest. Under the hood, underneath the truck, you're going to see it, how it's been cared for. Little chip right there. Really minor scratches. I think this is just something on top of the paint, but you got a scratch right there. But look at the bed size, just amazing. You see between the cab, it's just super, super clean. No rust in the wheel wells, no overspray or cheap rattle can paint in the wheel well. Against KO is amazing condition all the way around. Little chip there, little mark. You know, some entry wear. But for being, you know, 26-year-olds, and then, you know, there's some chipping on the pinstriping on this one. On the passenger fender is probably the worst. We had the windshield replaced. It was the original, but it had a good little crack right down here, so we had that replaced. The cowl's in good condition. I'll take you inside. So it's got the, you know, couple options. This is you know, it's got the kind of almost like leather material here. It's the dark red. This is an option, the cup holder, and then, you know, the fold down armrest, but it's got belts for 3. A little bit of mark here. It's kind of a common area if you know these, this area of Bronco and Ford. For some reason, this material, this isn't a hole all the way through, but the way the material is laid on top, it just wears off in weird areas. This does have some splits in it. There is some of these, this does come off. This is the only piece of the dash that's vinyl. The rest of it's plastic, and this is the only area that ever cracks. So, but you can get these, you know, on eBay and, you know, all over places. It's about like, you know, I've replaced them before, and it's about 6 5/16 nuts in there. It takes about 15 minutes once you get the stereo out. But it's cool to see. It's all original, leave it down to the stereo. Ashtray opens good. Non-smoker, no smells. You know, a couple little scuffs on the glove box. Bezel's in nice shape. All the writing on the switches is in good shape. This door panel does have these little spots on it. I don't know if somebody used something to clean it at some point, but I'll clean it and it'll disappear, and I'm like, oh, got it, and then a couple days later, boom, there it is. So I didn't want to get too heavy of a cleaner on there, leave that to the next owner, and it may be something that doesn't even bother you. You know, it's got all its original books and you know, brochures in here, and I'll have full pictures of those, and I left the brochure back at the shop, but I'll have full pictures of those, and I'll throw the picture of the tail lights in there too. Carpet's in really nice shape. You know, you can have a little discoloring here, but I wanted to pull out the mats, make sure you can see how nice that carpet is. Take you around here to the driver's side. The driver's side doesn't have any of those spots on the door panel. It's a really nice shape. You know, just a tad bit of wear, fading up here, but no cracks, chips. I don't think the door panels have ever been off. Tilt steering's nice and smooth. Again, the dash, no bezel issues or cracks. No holes. It does have a little bit on the beading right here that's come undone, but same thing, a little bit of wear, but super comfortable. I mean, it's an extremely comfortable seat. Slides back and forth real easy. It's got 4-wheel drive, manual shift transfer case. And that's just the shadow behind here. It's not like real dark right there, but it's automatic hubs, so it's an easy go. So pop the hood here for you real quick. You can see it's got the decal, which also be in the photos, for California emissions. It's really nice and clean. Just nice, honest, you know, not sprayed with Armor All spray or anything. You can see the bolts have never been messed with. These just kind of chip naturally. No overspray, no tape lines. You know, it's unclear coated on here, so this is real common to have, like, you know, they'll spray in just this area. It gets real thin right in there. You know, mass airflow. You know, 5.8 351. So it's clean and sanitary, but honest. You know, it's got full tune-up, oil change, coolant, transmission service. You know, all that stuff. But we don't like to have them greased up and sprayed. We like to show how they've been cared for from it's 5 years old to, you know, 30 years old. So all right, everybody, this is going at no reserve, 96 F-150 4x4 with 178,000 original miles. Good luck.